we will learn how to do the experiment, Stephen's law verification. For doing this experiment, we have the apparatus here. Now we will just proceed to the apparatus. What are the apparatus? Before discussing this, we have the, you can just see here, this is the circuit diagram for the Stephen's law verification. When we discuss Stephen's law verification, the components you can just see here. What are the instruments? Rheostat, this is the battery, this is the bulb, this is ammeter, and you can just see voltmeter is connected in parallel with the bulb. This is here. All these components are, you can just see here. I have here in अब देखिए सर्किट कैसे जुड़ा हुआ है. देखिए सबसे पहले अगर आप यहां से देख सकें तो हम सबसे पहले दिस इज द बैटरी का एक टर्मिनल किस में गया है. अगर आप देखें दिस इज कनेक्टेड विद द, ये आपका रियोस्टेट में गया है. और एक और जो दूसरा वाला टर्मिनल है बैटरी का, वो किस में गया हुआ, दिस इज कनेक्टेड विद द बल्ब. यू कैन जस्ट सी हियर. उसी के साथ साथ अगर आप इसमें देखें तो और बल्ब का एक टर्मिनल किस में गया हुआ, इस एमीटर में गया हुआ. एमीटर का एक टर्मिनल जैसा कि आपको यहां पर से दिख भी रहा है सर्किट में, इट इज कनेक्टेड विद द रियोस्टेट. सो दिस इज द, ये कॉम्बिनेशन है. उसके साथ साथ अगर आप यहाँ पर देखें तो इसमें क्या है, एक वोल्ट मीटर लगा हुआ है. वोल्ट मीटर का इस तरह से यहाँ पर कॉम्बिनेशन इस तरह से हमने लगा रखा है. एक बल्ब का एक टर्मिनल किससे लगा हुआ है, इस वोल्ट मीटर से. दूसरा भी टर्मिनल जो वोल्ट मीटर का वो कनेक्टेड किससे है, बल्ब से. तो बेसिकली ये आपको फिजिकली एक्सपेरिमेंट में जो कंपोनेंट्स यूज होते हैं उसके बारे में मैंने आपको बता दिया. इस कंपोनेंट्स को जान लिए. अब आपको परफॉर्म कैसे करना है, हमको कैसे वेरीफाई करना है. इन you can just see here, this one is the rheostat. And first of all, what we have to just some introduction about the functionalities of this rheostat, ammeter, voltmeter. This is the bulb here and this one is the battery. First thing, I am just going to switch it on by giving some power here. And we have here battery, just I am going to on. You can just see here the LED light, it is going to be here. You can just see here, now the power is on here. Now you can just see here rheostat. What is the basic functionality of rheostat? You can just say that rheostat actually होता क्या है. You can just say an electronic instrument used to control a current by varying the resistance. Now you can just see, in accordance with that we have potentiometer as well. तो पोटेंशियोमीटर रियोस्टेट से कैसे डिफरेंस होता है. पोटेंशियोमीटर यू कैन जस्ट से इट इज ए स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ द रियोस्टेट. अब एक्चुअली पोटेंशियोमीटर, व्हेन वी डिस्कस पोटेंशियोमीटर इज ए 3 टर्मिनल रेजिस्टेंस विथ स्लाइडिंग और रोटेटिंग कॉन्टैक्ट दैट फॉर्म्स एन एडजस्टेबल वोल्टेज डिवाइडर. इफ ओनली देयर आर 2 टर्मिनल्स आर यूज्ड one end and the wiper, it acts as a variable resistor or the rheostat. So you can just say, अब generally rheostat you can just say typically handle high level of voltage and current than potentiometer. तो rheostat की applicability यहाँ पर बढ़ जाती है कि we have the high levels of the voltage and the current can be handled with the help of the rheostat, and that's why it is widely used. You just see in the industrial applications rheostat is mainly going to be widely used. Now we just come to the this battery you can just say we have the cell configuration. अगर आप सेल की बात करें तो सेल क्या होता है, there are, this one is the positive terminal indicated by the longer, you can just see here this line, and this is the negative. This is the cell configuration, positive and negative. These are, you can just say these are the terminals, positive terminal and negative. When we discuss a battery, you can just see here I have represented a battery is represented by, you can just see here by this configuration. What is actually meaning? तो बैटरी को अगर आप इस तरह से समझे तो बैटरी इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द सेल्स. बैटरी क्या है एक्चुअली, ये सेल का कॉम्बिनेशन है. देयर आर मोर देन वंस, देयर आर जनरली, यू कैन जस्ट सी दिस इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द बैटरी. इन अकॉर्डेंस विद दिस वी हैव द ammeter. What is the ammeter? You can just say ammeter is a instrument for measuring the strength of current in an electrical circuit. Actually ammeter, and you know that the ammeter जो करंट हम किस में मेजर करते हैं, एम्पियर में करते हैं. That's why its name is ammeter. In accordance with this, you can just see here what is it. It is the voltmeter. What is the basic functionality of the voltmeter? You can just say it is also an instrument which is used for measuring electrical potential difference between 2 points in an electrical circuit. In accordance with this, we have also discussed battery, this is rheostat, ammeter and voltmeter. Now you just see here, this is the, when we discuss the Stephen's law verification, what is the radiating body? Radiating body is this bulb, which is going to radiate. Power radiated is by this bulb. And you just see here, the bulb is going to glow here. Glow because of there is having the tungsten filament inside the bulb. What is the, why there is the tungsten filament? So you can just see here, tungsten filament is in the sense that it have a very high melting point and it have high temperature resistance as well and low thermal expansion here. That is the applicability of using tungsten inside the bulbs. In normal, when we have ordinary bulbs, when we use, except of nowadays we are widely using LED. But few years back, in all the homes we have generally the bulbs which produce yellowish light. So there inside that there is a tungsten filament, and tungsten filament is used because it is inactive towards the inert gases as well, and you can just say here because of the high melting point. So I have discussed the what are the components and what are the functionality. Now we just come to the how we perform experiment inside the room, practical room. So this is the basic arrangement. Now we have just switch on. Now what we will just see here, you can just see. Now we are going to discuss here. First we are just determination of Rg, which is the temperature of the filament. First, तो हम क्या करेंगे? We will just first a condition when just bulb is going to just glow condition. Just glow condition, you can just see here. I am just increasing the current. You can just see with the help of the rheostat. You can just see in accordance with us, this bulb is going to be glow here. So we will just accept a condition when it is just glow. You can just see here. It is if it is visible to you. Now you can just see here. It is going luminosity is going to be high when just glow condition. Just glow condition means जब ये just glow start होगा means तो you can just see here. We will note down the particular value of this current and the voltage. So we can just see here. This is the proper value of the this voltage. It is 0.8 and the current with it is just going to be in this with the help of ammeter we have noted down it is 0.12 and Rg, this is the, you know that this is the temperature of the filament when just a bulb is glowing. So you can just see here Rg is V upon I. So we have calculated this comes out to be 6.6 ohm. In accordance with this we have to also calculate this R0 and it can be found out with the help of this Rg upon this 3.9. Actually, you can just see here, this is the value of Rg. It is just when it is divided by this 3.9, we have this 1.69 ohm. It is coming out to be the value of R0. First we have to determine Rg, then we have to calculate R0. This is 1.69 ohm. It is just coming out to be. So this is the first table we have to prepare. Now on the other, we have to also see, actually Stephen's law can be verified only when we have to just plot a graph between log P and log T. Why we are doing so? Because we are considering here, P is C T to power alpha. And what is the Stephen's law? E is sigma T to power 4. If we just take log on the both sides, this is log P, this one is log C plus this, you can just say alpha log of T here. By the initial conditions, this value is coming out to be 0 and we are left with this is delta log of P upon this del log of T here. So we can just see here, we have the value of this delta log of P upon this delta log of T here. So you could just see here power radiated, energy emitted, this is C, it is constant, it is also constant. T is the absolute temperature. It is also the temperature. What is alpha here? Alpha is 4 here. So from when we just plot by the values of this log P and this here log T, this comes out to be straight line and the value of this alpha nearly comes out to be 4 here. It means it comes closer to 4, then our Stephen's law is verified. So just consist on this table 2, in which we are just going to determine the power radiated for different temperatures. For doing this, in the previous case, when we are discussing the RG, we are consisting only one value, and one value is that just glow condition, or means when the bulb is just glowing. Now on the other hand, when we are going to determine power dissipated, means either you just see the bulb is either glowing. Glowing means what is happening? There is power radiated. Power is going to be radiated. So you can just see here, we have the current. Now this can be achieved by increasing the value of the current, and by this change the current, there is a corresponding, this voltage is going to be developed by the change in the current. So you can just see here, with the help of this, now I am just going to, you can just see here, this is, I am just going, and you can just see here, what is going to be happen here. This bulb starts glowing, and you just see here, it is going to produce a dazzling light as the current is going to be increased. So we will start from the minimum value of the current to up to the maximum value of the current, and corresponding we will just note down the particular voltages. So we have this voltage, then we have this current, then you can just note down, in this case आप क्या करेंगे, this RT you can just find out with the help of this V upon I, then you will have RT upon R0, then this is temperature T in Kelvin from the graph, and this you will have log T, and you will just find out power, P is V into I, then you will have log P here. So just going to just how we can just achieve this. So generally you can just see here, I am just going to find out, means the bulb is starts here again glowing, and we just note down, suppose this, in this case here the voltage, it is just, you can just have, suppose I am taking on this 0.6, this is the first reading, and for this I have to just measure out the current. You can just see here, from the current, this is here, it is 0.2, and there are 10 divisions corresponding to this 10 divisions are equal to 0.2. One division will represent 0.2 upon this 10, means 0.02 ampere will the one division will correspond. And you can just see here, I have just have this value of the voltage 0.6. For this corresponding, I have obtained the current, which is just coming out to be, I can just note down with the help of this ammeter, it is just coming out to be, this is 0.12. And then we have RT, this is a resistance, RT we can just find out, RT is V upon I. So this value comes out to be this, it is 5.0. Then we will have RT upon R0. R0 we have already calculated, which was coming out to be, as you can just note down, it is coming out to be 1.69. So what will we do? We will divide RT by R0. So we will divide 5 by 1.69, and its value is coming out to be 2.95. And now this is already provided to the students. This is the RT upon R0 versus temperature graph here. So you can just see here, this 2.95, you just see here, it is just close to, you can just note down, it is close to this 400. But this temperature is in degree centigrade, we have to just measure down in Kelvin. How we can do that? By adding 273 in degree centigrade, we can change the degree centigrade temperature into the Kelvin. You can just do here, temperature, corresponding temperature is coming out to be Kelvin. You can just see here 2.95, this is 400 plus 273, then it is 673. Now log T can be obtained, you just have to just proper information how we just have the log. So its value comes out to be this 2.82. Why 2? Because it is 3 digits. Now this is 2 point, and this we have the log T value. Now power power can calculate a simple formula. We are studying from class 9th or except earlier. We are studying that what is the basic formula power calculating voltage and the current gives us the power in watts. So we have the potential V and the current I. So we can have this value 0.6 when multiplied by 0.12, this is 0.072, and the corresponding log value, this comes out to be 1.14 here. So this is the one table I have just prepared for your information that we do from this year. Suppose, and the reading you will just take, I have just by 0.6 I have just taken, then we can go to 1.2. I will just show in the table. I have tabulated and correspondingly I have shown all the values. Now suppose just this is the proper information. How we just calculate? This is the minus values. In the plus values will also be obtained. Suppose I am consisting on the voltage. Suppose this is, I am just giving it 4.8 volt. Suppose. In corresponding with, you can just proceed by when we will reach 4.8. For that, the corresponding current I have noted down, this is 0.40. It is just coming out to be, and you know that RT is, we can just calculate by V upon I. This is 12 here. Then RT upon R0, 12 will be divided by 1.69. Then you can just note down, this comes out to be 7.10. And now 7.10, you can just see here, it is nearest to, we can have the information, it is just nearest to this 6.94. So the corresponding temperature degree centigrade is 1000. 1000 we will add into this 273 to convert into Kelvin, we will have the value 1273 here. So this is the corresponding temperature. We will just take the log of this temperature and it comes out to be this 3.10 here. This is log T, and again we will have power. Power you can just note down, this V into I means 4.8 multiplied by 0.40, it comes out to be 1.92, and the corresponding log T value for this 1.92 comes out to be 0.28. So similarly you can just take a all the values of V and I by corresponding, just see here, by corresponding increasing the value of the current and up to the maximum glow, up to the, you just see a dazzling light of the bulb up to the maximum glow. Actually what? The bulb is in this case is the radiating body, and when we increase the current, bulb is going to radiate more and more as the, you can just see the power is going to be increased. Radiating power is going more and more as the, we just increase the current. So in this case, we will just do by this, we will just have the log P and log T. Now I have earlier shown to you, we will just plot a graph between this is log T and this one is log P here. So you can just see here, आप अगर इसको देखें तो we will just make a table for log P and log T, it comes out to be straight line, and the slope, this delta log of P upon log of T comes out to be 4, and it will nearly comes out to, suppose it is coming out to be 3.6 or 3.9. It is okay because we are nearest to the value of this 4, because of there may be some practical limitations or power loss or taking some error, there may be some errors. So the value will not correctly to the 4, but we will have the value nearest to this value of the 4. So we can just say that this is the verification of the Stephen's law while we just perform in the experiment in the lab. So I hope you have learned, and I hope that this must have been useful by showing you the how we just perform experiment in the classroom or the lab. So I think it will be very much helpful in understanding the practical, and I have just tell you all the components which are going to be used step by step and explaining what are the functions of the all the, you can just see the components is going to be used. So students, thank you, thanks a lot, and thanks for your attention.